It's moving day at the 2016 United States Disc Golf Championship, and with the ever-changing weather conditions, the competitors are going to have to use all the tricks in the book in order to keep their rounds low and stay dry on Friday. And the rain came down. That's the story of the round today. Started off in a torrential downpour ahead of Hurricane Matthew's arrival, and all but the craziest disc golf fans decided to stay inside. But we're talking disc golf, so of course the fans are crazy. Checking out what we're going into the Friday round with Eagle McMahon, a 4-stroke lead over Jeremy Colling. Bunch of other big names, a few strokes back, but the weather can affect all things just as much as Winthrop. Here's the ups and downs of today. Cameron Colglazier, check him out here on hole 5, trying to get across the corner to the green. Out of his hand, he hates it, but wait, there's more. A double skip that lucky duck right onto the island and makes the most of his opportunity there. Nate Doss, he's 5 down through his first 10 holes, really making a run at it, trying to crack that top 10. And then he just whiffs by on 15, couldn't buy a birdie on that back 9. He is still in 8th. Yale Stur. Here, hole 10, Big Heiser. Ooh, that's how you do it. Into that left to right wind, cannon the putt, grabbing the birdie. Here's Nico LaCastro. Tons of birdies on his card today on hole 8. Powers the roller into the gap, misses one, hits the other one. That's close enough, he's got that. He's one of the players with the most outside the circle putts in this tournament so far. On 11, forehand, uphill. Ooh, back that up a little bit. Stays close, cans the attempt. Hole 16, outside, in the hazard. And he thought he had it, and he just left it a little bit high. Not too happy with himself. Don't worry, Nico, there's more golf to play. On hole 17, the island. From downtown, center chain, making up for it right there. Pumping himself up, going into the last hole. Here's a chance, going back to back. Oh, Nico LaCastro, 2 outside the circle putts to end his round, and Ricky Wasaki, the man of the hour. But first, early in the round, couldn't buy a putt. Skipping off the top band, goes into the hazard. He opts for the rethrow. 1-stroke penalty, playing from your previous lie, says, I know I can hit that. Going on to hole 6. The shot rolls out of bounds. So from the drop zone, cannon the 3P on the beach. On to hole 15. Ricky, struggling with the accuracy. Can't seem to hit that triple mando this weekend. Trying to lay down the forehand roller around the corner, catches root. He would bogey that, his only bogey on the back 9. And here's the hole that's haunted Ricky for so long. And I don't think it's haunting him anymore. That's an ace. Carding the 1 into the chains. Wait for it. Raptor legs in full effect. Hashtag SC Top 10. Eagle McMahon. The young McMahon from Colorado. He's your leader through 36 holes. He played 2 bogey-free front 9s, but then, cue the Benny Hill music. A vicious roll away to start his round, and his 3rd shot of the day almost cans the comebacker uphill. And that's just nerves. Shake it off, young fella. Here on hole 2, going big aggressive. Yeah, that's his drive, folks. It's a par 4. The eagle putt for Eagle sails over. Out of bounds, he settles for par. Here he is on 10 with another eagle opportunity. Yeah, he makes that one count. You give him 2 eagle chances, he's gonna can 1. He was long of the basket by about 10 meters, no problem. But then 8 strikes. Not 1, not 2, No, not even 3. 3 attempts off the curb. He's thrown his 8th shot here. And this one looks like it's long. Oh, and it just catches the edge of the curb. He's on. He takes a 10-pack. And here's the tallest man on tour. Hole 1 getting it working early. Realizing that's a 3-stroke swing on the first hole for Big Germ out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Here on hole 4, showing off the forehand skills. Reserved parking. And that's a Kodak moment right there. He would struggle a little bit in the middle of his round. Here's the forehand up shot on 11. Running that thing up the hill and backing that thing up down the hill. And he's gonna go all the way back to outside the circle from practically a bullseye approach shot. The follow through is pretty. Oh, the result not so much. Airballing right by the basket. He'll get another chance here on hole 16, just outside the circle. Sits down right nice and pretty. Making it count when he needs to down the stretch. On the final hole, I'm getting deja vu. He's in the middle of the fairway. And from middle fairway to middle circle, Big Germ would go 100% inside the circle putting in round 3.
What was going through your mind on 17? Obviously, it's an island green, very dangerous. Things can happen out there. What was happening? And the shot out of your hand, did you know it was in?
Yeah, I knew right when I threw it, it came out with a pretty good speed. I didn't know if it was going to be a little short, but I knew the line was looking pretty good. So, I just knew that if I threw it in the right direction, the way the wind was blowing, I played the wind just about perfect, as you could see. But, it was just nice to really get that crisp feel out of my hand and, really get my momentum back. I feel like I got my momentum back coming into tomorrow after that shot.
Let's be real here. You've been present for a lot of aces. You've seen a lot of aces go in the basket, not your aces. Tell us, how many aces have you seen go in the basket that have made ESPN?
Well, I'm hoping that the one that Ricky got today is going to get an ESPN. If it doesn't, then I don't know what else is going on in the world of sports today. But it's 3 times, counting tonight, hopefully, cross my fingers.
In the same week.
2 in the same week, 3 times since World Championships.
Presence?
It's definitely my presence more so than their skill, I'd say. But they had to throw the shot, so I give them some credit. But for the most part, I feel like most of the credit should go to me because there's one constant with all of them. And I don't think anyone can argue that.
I mean, it's really tough going into hole 1 when you've been thinking about it since the last round started. So a lot of pressure on hole 1, had a decent shot off the tee, got some bad roll, ended up with a 5, started to clean it up a little bit, started to feel good. I brought my lead back. I had a 3-stroke lead, and then 888 it destroys you. That hole is an eater. 888, it eats you around, man.
And here's your disc golf metrics for round number 3. Jeremy Colling having a solid go today. 9 birdies on the round. Ricky Wysocki struggled to get things going. Had 11 pars, 4 birdies, but he did drop in that ace on hole 17. And today, Eagle's aggressive play didn't work out for him, as he had 9 penalty strokes, resulting in a 7 over par. And as we took a look at the green hits here, numbers definitely lower across the board with the wind and the rain, Colling around 40%, which definitely translated to the 9 birdies during the round. And taking a look at the inside the circle putting percentages, we have Germ and Ricky both going perfect. And the story with Eagle, shook early, rattled early with a double bogey on 1 and a missed Eagle putt on 2, only ended the round with an 80% inside the circle putting percentage. And we're talking about the putts, we're talking about the big putts outside the circle. Ricky and Nico both dominant with 11 and 9 for the tournament. That's what's keeping them in the hunt. They're only a few strokes back of the lead now. They'd be a lot farther back if they were to hit these huge outside the circle putts. As we take a look at the leaderboard after round 3, it's a 3-man race, with anybody could win it depending on the conditions for last round. We have a couple experienced players as well as a few newcomers to the top 10 with 1 round to go. Wow, that was a roller coaster round as we witnessed several lead changes by the players on the top card. Will the 4-stroke advantage be enough for the Charlotte local to take home his first PDJ major event? Tune in tomorrow to SpinTV for final round coverage of the 2016 United States Disc Golf Championships.